Hey everyone, Bernardo here. What is the relationship between gray wolves and the course of a river? This week I'll be exploring the world of systems thinking. Yellowstone Park, the Roaring Twenties. The last gray wolf was killed back in the park. It took almost 70 years and a lot of campaigns, but the wolves are back in 1995. And a really interesting cascade effect happened from there. The wolves, when reintroduced, started to hunt deer and elk, which before the wolves were just procreating uninterruptedly. And after the wolves started hunting such animals like the deer and the elk, they stopped reproducing as much. Therefore, the vegetation that was completely destroyed by those animals started to surface again. And with that vegetation around the river banks, we started to see grizzly bears coming back for new berries, the birds were back, we could see eagles again, and even the beavers were back, building dams and changing the course of rivers. This phenomenon is called trophic cascade. It's a very well documented principle in ecology, and we can draw a lot of parallels and analogies into the world of business design, mainly through the lenses of systems thinking. But what is a system anyway? Most people define a system as the combination of different parts that all together can create a whole that can create an output. Complex systems rely on intricate relationships that combined are bigger than the sum of its parts. Lila taught thousands of hours of systems thinking workshop, and she has fantastic articles out there with the toolkits that you can use to implement a framework around systems thinking and to change your view around how systems work. Based on her findings, I truly believe that the three main pillars around systems thinking are synthesis, emergence, and causality. Synthesis, altogether with analysis, are both part of the process of inquiry. Analysis is a process of taking things apart to understand their components, whereas synthesis is a process of giving perspective to the parts in relationship to its whole. Synthesis can be used to understand the interconnectedness of complex systems such as logistics, supply chain, and political systems. Analysis gives us the how, synthesis can give us the why. Right after that, we have emergence. Emergence happens when two different elements, when combined, can present a completely new property that didn't exist before. We can see such things happening in an anthill, for example. And last, causality. Causality describes how actions performed by one individual in relationship with its environment will create a feedback loop that after that will change the behavior and the action of such individual. If you don't understand how things interrelate, a shallow approach to problem solving will most likely create more problems than solutions. If you see causality as a very linear cause and effect framework, solutions around this kind of framework will probably fail, unfortunately. Complex problems require holistic solutions. And during this time of we discussing what the new normal is going to look like, we definitely need a holistic approach. I know that this is a really dense subject, and I'm going to be exploring a little bit more about systems thinking after this week. But if you have any questions, just drop me a comment. As always, feel free to reach out to me and let's engage in a conversation here. I'm learning about systems thinking as well. So if you have any questions, anything you want to bounce off some ideas, just let me know. See you next week.